What, hello. Okay, so tincture making is actually really easy, and if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it. So I actually was getting ready to make this tincture last night and realized this big old 64-ounce jar was not big enough, so I had to get a 128-ounce jar for this. So this is a mixture of herbs. You can do tinctures a couple different ways. You can use dried herbs, which I prefer. Some you do have to use fresh. I'll explain that in another video. So, two methods for measuring. There's the folk method, which is you're not really taking a scale and measuring. You're filling up the herbs, the dry herbs, about halfway in the jar, and then the rest of the way with cheap 100 proof vodka, okay? When you're doing fresh herbs, you're gonna wanna fill the fresh herbs all the way up to the top, and then fill it with that alcohol all the way up. Now this mixture, I'm actually measuring out this one here because it has several different herbs. So this one is called Mellow Mommy. Anybody can use it, but it is great for lactating mothers, helping them with postpartum depression and anxiety and things of that nature. So this one has alfalfa, burdock root, lemonbalm, oat straw, raspberry leaf, and skullcap in it. So I'm just gonna transition this herb over to the big jar. See if we can get this all in without me making a giant mess today. I'm great for making messes. So, all right. And like I said, when you're using dry herbs, you want to go halfway with the jar. And obviously you see that didn't work out so well with this 64 ouncer, so I had to wait for Amazon to bring me the large 128 ounce jar. Now guys, you can start very tiny with a single herb. I would highly recommend just starting with single herbs until you can kind of understand how the herbs react together. All right, perfect, look at that. So it's halfway in this big jar. Let me grab the vodka. Again, nothing fancy, just cheap old 100 proof alcohol, right? I let my tincture sit for about 8 to 12 weeks. Some people let them sit a little bit shorter period, like a couple weeks. But I find that they're a little bit more potent and powerful at 8 to 12 weeks, okay? You can make tinctures with other things like glycerin, vinegar, but they're not as powerful. The alcohol really pulls out all the medicinal properties. When you are done tincturing, so let's say I've already got this jar filled up with all the alcohol. I'm gonna make sure to put a label on it with what is in it, the proof of the alcohol I'm using, and the date, really important. Tape it to the jar. You wanna shake it every day and store it in a dark, cool place where the sun is not going to get it. And then when it's all done with the tincturing, I usually use like a nut bag. I strain out the herb really well and then dump that tincture into, you know, another clean jar, right? That is it, you guys. It is that simple. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And if you want to check out the herbs that I do have available, check out healthandhealingherbs.org. I don't have everything on there, so if you need something specific, just send me a message.